Hey guys, Kickassreaction here, and today we are doing episodes 11 and 12 of Demon Slayer. Got tongue-tied for a second there. But yes, this is my reaction episodes 11 and 12 of Demon Slayer. Later on in the week, probably on Sunday, I imagine we'll be doing episodes 13 and 14 posted on the channel as well. That's going to be fun. If you guys are interested, we've got Patreon down below in the description, and we are now starting the Entertainment District art of Demon Slayer. So finally getting into that now. And yeah, it should be a fun time. I'm hoping to be done, or at least start the Entertainment District on YouTube by the end of July. So that's going to be really fun. And yeah, hope you guys do enjoy this reaction, and I'll see you next time. Yep. Poor Sparrow Boy is what I should be calling him, since he didn't even get a crow. Oh, that's attractive. Who really suffers the most in this show? Is it you, Tenjiro, or is it that poor Sparrow? It's comparable, at least. Yeah, literally, like, his old scar is in the intro. I'm not quite sure why it changed. I swear, they didn't even bring it up why that happened. Yeah, I really do need to look back and just see what episode it changed. Because it's pretty glaring in the intro, at least. We might even meet Boar Guy in this one as well. Yep. More and more characters are becoming more relevant in the intro. Meeting more of them. Okay. Time to start paying attention. We have lightning and water. Oh, that's a combination. This guy's got some lightning technique. Sumu's something. Aww. Yeah, he was the guy that was like shitting himself despite the fact that he survived. Did he really forget? Girl. Run. Run. I'm actually getting a little concerned for Nezuko now, actually, you know? Wow. No! You idiot! What the fuck? Oof. Oof. Sorry, bro, she's claimed. Yeah. Even Tanjiro's like, I can't with this fucking dork. Okay. Zenitsu. Yeah, join the club, bro. We all did that. Wow. That's one hell of a backstory. Jesus, they're going nuts with this guy's animation. Holy fuck, these expressions. What the hell? No, he's lost the plot. Big time. Keep him away from Nezuko. Really? Oh crap, what's going on? This guy is, maybe a little too much. Is this the house from the, Yeah, this actually might be the house from, the ED.
血の匂いがする。嗅いだことない。
それより何か音がしないか。あとやっぱ俺たち共同で仕事するのかな。
音？
Yep, that's the thing. You have the scent of smell, and he has the scent of hear. He has the sense of hearing.
子供だ。
兄ちゃんが連れて行かれた夜道を歩いていたら見たこともない化け物が現れて俺たちには目もくれないで。
That's a big-looking demon. But those Nashes are a dead giveaway. Well, that's not good.
見るな。大丈夫ですか？大丈夫ですか？しっかり。
No, he gone.
傷が深い。これは。
He is long gone. Or he should be, anyway. Is it even a good thing if he's still alive? Like, look at that. Oh yeah. This is one hell of a demon, whatever it is. What the hell are we dealing with this time? Bro, come on, you joined the demon corps. Oh. Not gonna lie, I thought he would have already been gone. There is one other person. Just kind of napping right now.
もしもの時のためにこの箱を置いていく。何かあっても二人を守ってくれるから。じゃあ行ってくれ。
Just don't open the box unless necessary. I'm definitely building this up a little bit like a true monster house. Not gonna lie, I know it's not because the kids said it, but it'd be funny if the house itself was the demon somehow. It's like a horror parody.
善逸、ちょっと申し訳ないが、前の戦いで俺はあばらと足が折れている。そしてまだそれが完治していない。折れてる炭治郎じゃ俺を守りきれないぜ。
And to think he's been going this well with all of that. Holy crap, this man is actually insane. Dude, this guy's trying to be more nutty than fucking Beetlejuice from ReZero. Like, holy crap.
お兄ちゃん、あの箱カリカリ音がして。
だからって置いてこられたら切ないぞ。あれは俺の命よりも大切なものなのに。
Not to mention it's daylight outside, so you don't want to wake up. Oh, you idiot. Sorry, my butt. Oh. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I like that. I like that quite a bit. What is this? This definitely makes things more complicated having civilians in the mix. So this is the other guy from the opening. Is he blind? Holy crap! This kid's somehow braver than you! Yeah, literally! This is a kid showing you up! You little bitch!
を呼んでこようとしているんだよ。子供だけでどうにかできることじゃないから、これは。
You're trapped, bro.
嘘だろ嘘だろ嘘だろ。
The doors never lead where they're supposed to.
外はどこに行ったの？だってこの戸がこっちか。
Nope.
ここはこっちは。
Hey! Hello! I gotta assume that's a mask. There is no way that's his actual face, right? I did not think we'd meet Zenitsu in the same episode with this Boar guy. Why is it? He's got like targets on him.
どいつもこいつもよそ様の家にずかずか入り込み腹立たしい。
俺は鬼殺隊階級水の戸かまど炭治郎だ。今からお前を切る。
俺が見つけたマレチの子供なのに。
取った。
As if.
畳が側面にある。部屋が回転したんだ。これがこの鬼の血気術。
That's a really cool ability. I love that.
鬼の縄妙な匂いが迫ってくる。鬼じゃない。
Is this the scent he was smelling that's not demon, but also not fully human? Is he just like a mutant or a monster? Hello.
この男、イノシシの皮をかぶって。
This guy looks fun.
日輪刀を持っている。
Average Dark Souls build looking guy right here.
さあ負け。行くぜ。ちょっとせ。うわせ。
I think I said Demon Souls. I meant Dark Souls. So I just want to make it clear. We were told when we got into this shit that blood art demons are kind of rare. Not feeling particularly rare right now when all we fucking come across so far are demons with stupid blood arts to them. I feel like kind of like, you know, either like I'm getting a little scammed out of like, you know, my initiation information right now. Or, you know, Tanjiro, like, we gotta start ranking up a little bit because this is starting to get a little silly right now, don't you think? Jesus Christ. Okay, so we've pretty much focused on that one with meeting Zenitsu. And holy crap. Yeah, if he's like this the entire show, that is gonna get pretty old pretty quickly. I'm not gonna lie. He's okay right now. Like, I do like the idea that, like, this dude didn't even really expect to survive the Demon Slayer initiation, but he did, and now that he has, he's, like, absolutely fucking terrified of doing anything. It reminds me a little bit of King from One Punch Man in a way like that. But holy crap, they go so insane with his, like, his animations, his expressions. It's, like, it's just insane. Now, you thought this show got silly before. Holy crap, is this guy just like the embodiment of fucking silliness? Jesus Christ, this guy, literally, I even said it, this guy is trying to outbeat fucking Beetlejuice for like the most insane, like, anime character of all time. Like, it's up there. Holy crap. Okay. I didn't expect to meet the Boar guy, though, yet, though. Holy crap, because these two seem to be, you know, what are implied, kind of, to be, like, two new integral characters to the show. Like, presumably they're gonna follow Tanjiro on his journey, I guess, and like double our character count. You know, our consistent character count anyway, and that's a pretty significant change, you know. But yeah, I'm really excited to see it, honestly. You know, Zetsuro, what was it? Zenitsu or something? I'm gonna write his name down during the in-between of this. You know, he's definitely silly, but we're seeing some of his techniques right now. Like, obviously, Tanjiro's got his smell. he's got his hearing, you know, so that's two of the main scents covered down right there, and I'm curious if we'll meet other characters that cover the other ones as well. But, yeah, you know, this is very interesting. Obviously, we've met yet another new demon with another crazy art. I do like how it's like, you know, it kind of feel like we're building a bit of a parody of like the monster house, you know, haunted house type of gimmick right here. Whereas we actually see, apparently, the house itself is the demon's territory, and anyone who wanders in is kind of susceptible to just getting trapped and eaten and whatnot. I don't really like how he's able to not really rearrange the house, but change the pathways and the doors to different locations. And of course, I guess the rooms themselves, you can pretty much alter anything of the house that isn't the outside of it, which is pretty cool. It's a very unique power, and I'm really curious how we actually play that in a fight, you know, especially considering right now this boar guy does not presumably is not presumably a foe. He's not an enemy, at least right now. Obviously, he does seems like a bit of a silly head, but also a bit of, you know, a genuine, like, asset right here. Like, I'm going to assume his target is the demon itself. He's just some guy that wandered into the house, you know, since we've implied that there are multiple people in here. And, you know, he's just one of the silly ones, you know, one in full-on, like, fucking RPG-esque gear, you know? And he's going to have a lot of fun, a lot of fun, and a big battle coming up right now, which is going to be, oh, so fun, you know? And ironically, our only non-player right now is actually Nezuko, since she was left outside. So this is pretty fun. This is pretty funny. Don't really have too much else to really say about this one, you know. Obviously, Zenitsu was like the main kind of focus of this one, since we're just introducing him, and he's pretty much just a complete silly head. So yeah, not really sure what to feel about him just yet, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna do my cut, and when I do come back, we'll do episode 12. So I'll see you in a moment. Oh, I think he's got a lot of experience hunting demons, honestly. Don't know if he's like an official demon slayer, but I feel like he's got some experience, you know. Bro already feels like an adrenaline junkie, so I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna like him a lot, though. Such a contrast as well. Like, we get the biggest bitch in anime history, and then we get this guy. Oh, this is gonna be fun. And there he is. And there he is. It's literally showing it in the intro. I love it. Oh, man. The boar bears its fangs. Zenitsu sleeps. That's a title, alright. He's kind of got a point, really. This is his home. Just defending it. Wow. Are you even a human? I think this guy just looks for strong opponents. He doesn't care if it's a demon or a human. And yeah, it's pretty insulting when they enter your home and you're not even their target. Oh, that's bad. Then your nose is the guide. Yeah, it's gotta be the boar, I guess. Is he not? What the hell is he then? Maybe that's not a mask at all. Oh shit. How is the kid braver than you right now? Sorry, bro, but a little bitch like you is never getting Nezuko. Ever. It's just not meant to be, I'm afraid. I can tell that before you've even met her. Oh, good lord! That's not what I was expecting.
お前の脳髄を耳からジェルリと吸ってやるぞ。
Come on, bro. He's got the arrows on him as well. Dude, I wonder if Nezuko's gonna, like, just break into this place and save his life. And that's why he's, like, infatuated with her. Jesus. Hello. Didn't even see that one. Why is the music suddenly badass? What the hell? What's happening? You're not telling me he's sleep fighting, is he? Is he actually fighting in his sleep? God damn! I mean, the title is called Zenitsu Sleep, so part of it. That's curious. Very curious. What in the actual hell is going on? Yeah, I'm right with the kid. Just smile and nod, smile and nod. It's all you can do. Nice. This looks like a different one. Hello! Stealth style, beast breathing, huh? So it's its own developed technique. That was insanely easy. Holy crap! Oh, I love Boar, man. Holy shit! This guy's great. I might have found my new favorite character, honestly. Oh, lower 6. You've got a boy that's out of the 12.
もう食えないのか。その程度か。いえ、まだ。数字を剥奪する。それがお前の限界なのだ。人間を食うほど強くなれる。そうして素質を認められれば、鬼仏寺様に血を分けていただけた。
Oh, we've even got silhouettes of some of them. Some of them kind of like the Demon Slayers, honestly. That'd be nuts.
俺はかまど炭治郎。悪い鬼を倒しに来た。さあ、傷を見せて。俺の先生は天狗のお面をかぶっててな。天狗？本当？本当だよ。先生のこの薬はすごくて、どこからか別の化け物が来て、殺し合いをし始めた。
Yep, territory.
食うかって。体から鼓が生えているやつ。
あいつが他のやつにやられた時、この鼓を落としたから、
Nice.
それを拾って叩いたら
And that
部屋が変わって。
that's now our keys. That gives us control of the mansion somehow. Or slightly.
鼓が生えているやつ。
生き物の血には種類系統があるのだ。バカめ。
Mm.
マレ地の中でもさらに数少ないもの、珍しき血であればあるほど、鬼にはそのマレ地一人で50人、100人
Fucking hell.
たのと同じくらいの
That's
栄養
nuts.
がある。
No wonder they were fighting
マ
over
レ
him.
地は鬼のごちそうだ。大好物だ。
The good thing though is that although you don't know it yet, there's only one demon
マ
left.
レッジマレッジ祝いますし。
右肩の鼓は右回転、左は左回転、右足は前回転、左足は後ろ回転。
Yep.
腹の鼓は
And now you can react to each and every one. The problem is, if he keeps doing it like that, you can't really do much. That was close.
速い。
And that's the end of the show.
怪我のせいで
Luckily,
悪い
as
想
we
像ばかり
know,
してし
there
まう。
is another participant in this haunted house
水はどんな形に
that
もな
can
る。
beat this guy.
マスに入れば四角、瓶に入れば丸く、時には岩すら砕いてどこまでも流れていく。
そうだ、そうだ。
You've already
水
conquered
の
the
呼吸
boulder.
は10種類の型がある。己を鼓舞しろ。頑張れ炭治郎。頑張れ。
Well, let's see it then. Enough talking and inner monologues, and let's see what you
俺は今
do.
までよくやってきた。俺はできるやつだ。そして今日もこれからも折れていても俺がくじけることは絶対にない。
Episode cut. Yep. That was obvious. I guess a new style or another way of using the water flow technique since, you know, we've seen... I don't think we've seen all 10 just yet. But we've seen, you know, Tundro utilize a lot of them, so it makes sense. I probably should write down what the different techniques actually do. Since there are 10 forms. And I think he's used 3. I think he's used 8 and 6. I don't recall the others specifics. He might have used 1 and 2. But I know he's used 3 and 8. Yeah, like, I might be misremembering, but I assume this shot of the outro is the house. Right? Because it looks like the outside of the house, and it's where all 3 of these guys practically met. So, I mean, it might just be, you know, like a quick just place to chill, get some rest and whatnot, you know, and actually just keep on going. So that was episode 12. Very interesting. So we got a little bit of the boar guy right here. As you know, that was a boar like bears its fangs and Zenitsu sleeps, which is interesting. So big stuff right there. You know, the boar guy again doesn't strike me as a demon slayer necessarily. He just seems like someone who hunts not even just really demons, but kind of just powerful foes in general to become stronger himself. Seems like a bit of an adrenaline junkie. Very specifically as well said that it was the first time a human kind of got a one-up on him, implying that he might not actually be human, with Tundra even saying that he smells blood he's not familiar with before, even when sent in Muzan himself. So I guess it's possible we're going into now even more types of species than just demon and human. Which would be interesting, you know. That head might not be you know, custom made. It might actually just be his fucking head, which would be hilarious, honestly. But I'm really liking this guy so far. He also seems to follow the same principles as the Demon Slayers in that he has a Fang style, and even numbers the techniques. So I'm curious if that is a if that's a custom technique that he's come up with himself. His swords also don't look like the typical katanas that Demon Slayers use. You know, for one, he has two swords, which is kind of a giveaway, and two, they just don't look like typical swords like what Zenitsu and Tanjiro use. So more than likely not a Demon Slayer, but not necessarily a foe either, which is going to be interesting. You know, we now have it to where, obviously, Boar guy took out one of the three demons, Zenitsu in his fucking sleep took out one of the demons, obviously Tanjiro's going to take out the third demon, and then when we get out of this place, we're gonna, you know, regroup, and we'll see what happens, you know. I guess Nezuko's not actually going to do anything right now. I really did think she would contribute a little bit to the fighting in this one, but obviously we still have 2 episodes to go. We're only halfway through the set right now, so it's not really too important yet. But it is interesting. You know, Zenitsu is an interesting case. Apparently, he fights in his sleep and is not even aware of it, which is kind of weird, you know. Like, you know, obviously the title was Zenitsu Sleep, so that is something. That's a bit of an interesting, like, caveat to his style, that he has to specifically be asleep in order for it to actually work, and then he just becomes like an absolute complete badass with no fear or anything. But again, it's more interesting on the fact that he doesn't even seem to be aware it's a technique, so I guess it makes sense why he's such a pussy, the fact that he doesn't even remember fighting, or I guess even learning any kind of techniques. Like, he doesn't even remember the the exam, since he was supposedly asleep throughout it, which is kind of weird, but also kind of funny at the same time. You know, again, it's a kind of different technique that I'm not entirely sure what to make of just yet, but it is interesting, and I'm curious how we develop that going forward. I do like the Thunder technique, though, how he is as fast as lightning, and, you know, that's kind of his deal, whereas Tanjiro kind of moves his body in all different ways, even some that seem unnatural because it's the flow of water. You know, it kind of follows its principle, is that water can be shaped and resized in any way, shape, or form, depending on how, you know, you control and use it. And we're going to see that in this next episode, with him making or using one of the water flow techniques that align with injuries and whatnot. And Zenitsu uses the lightning, the flash of lightning, which is pretty cool. You know, obviously, you combine lightning and water together, you might get an interesting technique. Obviously, we haven't seen the possibility of combining techniques together in a in a union form or whatnot, but it probably is possible in some way, shape, or form that we'll probably see a little bit later down the line. But no, this was really cool, and apparently we're even going into blood types, which makes sense. You know, the demons are all about blood and whatnot. You get, you know, they use humans for nourishments and whatnot and nutrients, so the more they drink blood, the stronger they become. But apparently the blood type itself also plays a factor into that, which is pretty cool. Not unexpected, but not something I actually thought was going to be brought up, since they haven't brought it up so far. But apparently, yeah. So I forgot the specific term, or Marachi or something, you know, whatever blood type the kid has, which they didn't actually say, equates to apparently 100 humans. So it's like the ultimate form of delicacy from a demon, which does make sense why these three are kind of, why 2 demons would enter another demon's territory to actually gain that kind of human, since that's apparently something that's a really worth it, which is really cool. And how this guy apparently has a connection, and used to be a 12 Kinitsu, but I guess, or no, Kizuki. Kizuki's the right term right there. But obviously, you know, Muzan probably got some better demons, and now was just like, you know, kicking this guy out as expectations were raised. So that's pretty cool. You know, it gives us some idea of what to kind of expect with the other 12, given that this guy might not be one of them anymore, but we kind of see the kind of powers that he does have. And so obviously it's a pretty cool ability, and one that kind of, it's a little tricky to get around, but obviously Tanjiro is pretty cool, you know. He's a bit like Deku in that he's a pretty quick thinker and analyst, so obviously he definitely adapts to situations quicker than others would do. So we're probably not going to spend too much time on this actual battle next time. But obviously we have 2 episodes to go after this, so I'm really curious to see what we'll do for the remainder of that time. But yeah, like I said, this was really cool. And anyway, guys, that does it for this reaction to Demon Slayer. Hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you next time.